Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sansangi. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And for the ones that are, thank you very, very much. Now, we're going to start with the league game away against Manchester City. Winning that could give us the title. But I don't think we're going to be playing with the best team anyway, because we need to rest a couple of players. So because we're going to face off against Manchester City and then we're going to face off against Everton, both league games, and after that we have a game against Barcelona in the Champions League, and I want as many of my first team players to be as fresh as possible for that game. So let's just jump in here and see what we can do. Look at all these players that needs to rest. And of course, Jadon Sancho being injured doesn't help either. So I'm actually going to clear the team. Let's see. We could play with David De Gea. Yes. So we're going to do that. And I think we're going to have Adam Ferguson as a substitute today, not Dean Henderson. Then, of course, as a right defender, we'll get to play with Diogo Dalot. In the center, we're going to have Anel. Okay, Anel together with Kenneth Taylor. And on the left, Luke Shaw. Right midfielder. Well, we have taken up Morgan Pearce. We have moved Morgan Pearce up to the first team, so we're going to try to use him. See if he can play today. And then we have a little problem here, to be honest, because we needed a defensive midfielder, and Niklas Seiwald and Ross Barkley has both played, which gives them, which makes them a bit too tired to play today. Now we do have Jude Bellingham, but we want him fresh for the Champions League. So I guess I'm going to play him today, and then he's going to be rested against Everton. Now we need an offensive. We can play Andy Stokebridge. Let's give him the opportunity to play today. And then on the left, you can see that Mbappe needs to be rested. So it's Rashford or Shola Shortire. I'm going to... Oh, I can't go for Shortire either. They're tired, both of them. Eriksen can play on the left side. Let's give Eriksen the opportunity to play there then. And then we have in the attack, you can see that Benjamin Šeško is too tired. We can play Erling Haaland. And let's play him together with Tino. There we have the first team here now. Then we're going to put in Tariq as a substitute because he can play both left and right. Now we could use somebody that can play central defense. Now I know that this one, we're trying to get rid of this one because I don't feel that he's good enough, but I think he's going to be on the bench today. We need somebody there, so let's put Drew Warburton on the bench as well. Should we do Ross Barkley, Brad Faulkner, Mick Clark, we go Garnacho, and we end up with Paul Squares. Now this is a team that is going to struggle against Manchester City, that's for sure. But it's what I want to try, since we do want to rest as many players as possible for that Champions League game against Barcelona. Especially now that we will be without Jadon Sancho as well, so yeah. Let's see what we can do in this league game against Manchester City. Here's Dalot, Pearce, back to Bellingham, Anel, Taylor. Kenneth Taylor with a long ball that Ericsson needs to run on. But Ericsson is not that quick anymore. He's getting of age, and that's why we're going to be trying to sell him after this season. That's my goal anyway, and hopefully... Oh, good save by De Gea. Come on. Now, of course, City is our huge favourite here today. As we are playing with so many reserves, as I said. But at the same time, we need to know that a couple of these players are actually going to be first team players next season, or should I say reserves for the first team. Because I have decided that I'm going to be putting some aim to get Morgan Pearce and Andy Stokebridge as much playtime as I possibly can, because I want to see if they really can develop into really good players for us, which I have faith and hope that they will. And getting them up and running, especially Stokebridge, would be fun because he's an English player. Maybe I can improve the English national team as well if I can get Stokebridge to reach his potential. But we can see that this is going to be a very tough game to get anything out of. So far, I think we've actually defended quite well, even if, yeah, we have been defending all the time here. I think we haven't really had any opportunities to go on the attack. Here comes Morgan Pearce, Bellingham, Arnell, Taylor, Stokebridge, Taylor, or is it Stockbridge? I don't know. Score with a long, fine ball to Haaland. Oh, he hits the bar! Oh, there was some power in that shot, that's for sure. Kane, Sterling, come on United. Sterling get that ball into Bernardo. Bernardo gets it back to Sterling. Sterling gets it into... Oh, good save by De Gea. Really good save by De Gea. Was a bit worried there, I must say. They have been a lot better than we have, so if we get away with a point here today, I would be very pleased. Morgan Pearce, Bellingham, Rainman on the run, Ericsson, Rainman, Ericsson, oh, passing Bernardo. What was that? Here's Kenneth Taylor trying to reach Ericsson. He does reach him, but Ericsson goes down there. Sure, Rainman! Is it 1-0 or is he offside? I don't think he was offside. I thought I saw a couple of City players being a bit lower down than Rainman, and what a terrific goal. Look at this. Yes, he's not offside. If anybody was offside, it was Ericsson, but he should be counted into the situation there. So Rainman, another youth player, scoring for us now. That's very, very interesting. Oh, look at this! Kenneth Taylor with his first goal of the season. Holy smokes! We can be in for winning the title today. Oh, that would be so very nice. And I must say, I will try to find a way to make to give as much time to reserve players and stuff like that, if in the league games, if we are crowned champions after this game. But here comes City, and it was still only 26 minutes, and before the goals, City were dominating the game, and all of a sudden we're 2-0 up. That's, I must say, that's so weird, but it feels good. Just hoping that they won't come but do a huge comeback here. Here's Sterling though. Good block there by my defender. Sure. Finding Pierce. Pierce running with the ball. Back to Bellingham. Back to Pierce. Rainman. Haaland. Erling Haaland to Eriksson. Eriksson. Oh, that was a weak thing to do from Eriksson. But yeah, looks great so far. Even though they were the better team for 20 minutes or something. But we've been slowly working ourselves into the game. And yeah, having a 2-0 lead now is tremendous. And as you can see, Arsenal have only been drawing so far. So, oh, Haaland! Oh. I think if Arsenal doesn't win their game, they're facing Liverpool. If Liverpool beats Arsenal, I'm 99% sure that we are league champion if we win our game. So that is our 2 very important games is being played today. Oh. Pump our fist. Keep working hard. Let's go. Second half. Can we withhold this? And Pierce is extremely tired. So I think he's going to come off. And we're going to put in Brad Faulkner there. Let's see what we can do here now. Here comes De Bruyne. And he gets it in. And oh, the defender. Who was that? That was Shaw that had his foot away. He's been good away from Anel. Bernardo grabbing the ball, lifting it up here and getting it in. Kane is there, but he misses the goal. Thank you very much, Kane. And so we have our first change. Brad Faulkner has come on in for Morgan Pierce. It looks like it's Bellingham being the tired one now. And if I'm to change him, I need to put in... Ooh. Good one. I think we only have Ross Barkley to put in there. So I don't really want to do that. And Shaw has been terrific, so I can't take him out. Taylor maybe should be taken out, but then we have Fredrickson. I don't... Bellingham is going off now. We're going to have to put in McClark there. And Haaland is tired as well. Who do we have there? Then we have Paul Squirrels. Yeah, let's put him in. We're risking a lot here now in the end of the game here. Only 5 minutes to go. But yeah. Let's hope that we can keep them away. Here's Sterling. Ooh, Shaw saving us again. Luke Shaw has been tremendous today. Taylor, Stokebridge, Clark, Rainman. Haaland is on his way and he scores! 3-0 for Manchester United. Holy smokes. Could this be the title game? Could we win the title in a game against Manchester City with a team that is substandard? That would be so cool. I don't think they're going to be coming. I mean, we should win. They might score a goal or two, but we shouldn't be losing any points in this game now. We should at least get 3-2. So, yeah. Perfect. Faulkner. Dalot trying to, but there's Sterling stealing it. Oh, good tackle by Clark. And the long ball, Taylor is there, and De Gea hits it out. Come on, here's Kane. De Bruyne. He finds Sterling. Sterling. Oh, De Gea makes another beautiful save. And he's been tremendous today as well. And, yeah. What a game my lads are playing today. This is so wonderful to see. And in the next game, we're going to be trying to get as many reserves as possible so that we can rest every star player, I hope, for the game against Eriksson. So there's Shaw, Eriksson. Oh. So that we can have the strongest possible side with as fresh legs as possible when it comes to the game against Barcelona, because that's going to be a hard game. And yeah. And by the way, Liverpool did beat Chelsea in the other semi-finals in the FA Cup, so the final is going to be Liverpool against Manchester United when it comes to the FA Cup. That's going to be very interesting as well. Can we beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final? We beat City here, and that is wonderful. So wonderful. And I guess I'll just see you in the next game. And so we're here. Second game of this episode. It's at home against Everton in the league. We are champions. I was right. Liverpool beaten Arsenal. And while we beat Manchester City was what was needed. We are now champions for the second year in a row. And I can use whatever players I want in the rest of the league games. Aim to put my best players in the Champions League and in the FA Cup final. And hopefully we can win those two trophies as well. And if we do, that will be the first time in my history as a Football Manager player to win everything. I have won a lot, but not even when I've been cheating, as I from time to time do when I play by myself. Not even though have I been able to win everything in a season. So it's something special here. Which is close to maybe happening. We don't know. But having said that, I'm going to show you something. I decided to take a look at the game that my under-18 lads had here against Benfica in the UEFA Youth League semi-final. And look at that. They lost. And it was the first time they lost since October. And it was the first time they didn't win since November. So, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be wanting to go in and look at those games anymore. That was a real disappointment. We did play very well. They did play very well. I had nothing to do with it. I was only there as a spectator, but they lost. Very disappointing. They still have the FA Cup, Youth Cup final to play, but I'm not going to be there because we have a league game that day. So I can't be there. But very disappointing that we lost that one, especially since I was there looking on. I even gave Morgan Pearce the ability to play that day, so he was in the team as well, and still we couldn't win. Or they couldn't win, my youth players. See, Morgan Pearce really tired here, so we're going to put in Brad Faulkner. Andy Stokebridge really tired. He also played in that important game. Do we have somebody that we can play instead? Ross Barkley, perhaps? And how does it look with Niklas Seiwald? He's ready to play instead of Jude Bellingham there then. Looks like we are. Erling Haaland should be rested as well. Who do we play there then? And Tino Rainman should not be playing either. So we're going to put in Paul Squirrels there then. And then we need another striker to play up there together with him. I want Shesko to be fit. And I want... we can use Rashford to play instead of Erling Haaland, I think. So this is the team. Resting pretty much everybody, aren't I? Every first team player except for David De Gea. But yeah. So let's see what this team can do. Should be losing, but you never know. We have won a couple of games with teams, this weak teams that we put on the pitch, because we wanted to rest players. And let's hope we can do a good result. I mean, a draw, I would be happy with a draw or something. Yeah, especially not a big loss. I could even take a 1-0 lose or something like that. Just don't run over my lads, because that could affect how we play in the next game against Barcelona, even though there will be 10 new players playing in that game, hopefully. Well, let's see here what happens. Kulu Maurawi. Long ball up towards Squirrels, but he can't reach that one. Everton starting out as the team with the ball, having quite a pressure on us, but yeah, let's see how this goes. Everton with the ball here again. Shaw is a very good player. It feels a bit sad that we're going to try and sell him, but at the same time, why not try to sell him when we hopefully can get some money out of him, when we have Alphonso Davies that is better, and we have we have Drew Warburton and Joseph Webb that are on their way up from the youth team, and if I don't put them up, they will probably not become or reaching their potential, so they need to be playing now. So yeah, sure. Ericsson drops it, but he gets back. Ericsson shoots. Oh, well, they haven't run over us, even though we are playing with just reserve players. That's good. Dalot, Faulkner, Dalot, Savold, long ball towards Squirrels, but he doesn't reach it. There's Pickford, Christensen, Davis. Oh, long ball out to Burrow. Can he get the ball in? He gets it in, and they're there, but De Gea just stands there and get the ball with no problems. I think we played okay, thinking that we have mostly reserve players on the pitch this game as well. So, yeah, interesting to see Ross Barkley being on the pitch and Savold being on there, Faulkner, Taylor, Squirrels. Oh, Barrow. Ooh. That's a good save, so it's a corner. Barrow with the corner, and now he's there heading it away. That could be a throw-in for Everton. Only 20 minutes has passed, and Arsenal are fighting to stay in the Champions League, and they are behind. Playing at home against Tottenham, being 2-0 down. That's not very good for Arsenal, but yeah. We really don't care. We're champions of England, so it feels very, very good to have won my second consecutive Premier League title, and let's hope we can go for a third next season. But we do know that it's going to be some problems, because we're going to have to slim down the troop, the squad, that is. Oh, Squirrels get to score again. That Paul Squirrels, that young lad, gets to score again. How nice for him. Such a wonderful, and it's a good ball by Faulkner here, finding Squirrels. Another young player this Faulkner. Also a player that plays on the right midfield, which so he's competing with what's his name, Morgan Pierce. So it's going to be an interesting next season, I believe. We're going to have De Ligt and Varane as a central defenders next season as well, of course. Varane is getting up there a bit in the age, so I'm hoping that he has a couple of seasons left in him, at least one or two, because I think Anel is almost ready to take over for Varane, but at the same time we need to find a new Anel to have on the bench, so to speak, and I don't think Kenneth is there yet. So that's why I'm not going to sell Varane yet anyway. But I do believe that Luke Shaw will be leaving this summer if we can find someone that wants him. Same with Ericsson and Ross Barkley and perhaps one or two other players. We're going to have to see. Dalot, we know Dalot has already signed for a German team and didn't want to stay. I tried to get him to sign a new contract with us before we signed Lamptey, so it wasn't Lamptey, but he said he was looking for a new challenge, so I just had to accept that. So here comes Squirrels again. Oh, Pickford with the save. It's interesting, actually. I think a very interesting game here against Everton. Rashford is there. Taylor. No. Barkley. Taylor. We really should bring in somebody else, perhaps. Faulkner is very tired. Shaw is very tired. Dalot is very tired. So I think we're going to be giving Drew Warburton the opportunity to play today. Faulkner might, but Morgan Pierce is way too tired. So let's go with Garnacho there. And then we take, instead of Rashford, we put in Tino. And then we have it. Dixon was very tired as well, but we have done all our 3 changes. Let's see if we can continue to play okay. Here's Rainman. Garnacho. Barkley. Wells. Oh. Squares. Squares. Paul Squares. Oh, Dalot. Stealing that ball. Oh, and a good ball by Rainman to Squares again. And Squares. Oh. Whew, we're really putting together some good opportunities here. Ericsson with the corner. Floats it in and nobody there. But it is interesting to see that all these young lads that I'm building, want to build a future with here in this club is making such a good impression today. That's interesting because we are going to... Oh, good ball by Warburton to Ericsson. But it was offside, alright. Pickford. I mean, if these young lads can beat Everton 1-0, that's a very good result. Especially since Everton is having a good season in this this season as well. They are in 7th position, I think it was, something like that. So looking at the players that we are using today and if we can continue to keep this scoreline, I must say that the young lads have made a really, really good impression on me, and yeah, should be worthy of all the praise they could get here. 70th minute. Faulkner was very good in the first half there. Paul Squirrels, I mean, I don't know why he's so good. He shouldn't be so good right now. got some high and good potential to become a good player, but his current ability, when we look at him, is not that high. I think it's 1 star or something like that, isn't it? Let's see if we can... No, we couldn't. I wasn't quick enough to see that. Here's Barrow. Oh, shoot straight on him. Here's Squirrels. Let's have a look. Ericsson. Barkley. Ericsson. Barkley. Oh! Garnacho. Oh, Delo. Runs out with him. And the game is almost over here. It looks like if we're lucky here, they have a last chance and they miss it. Look at that. Wills, Ericsson, Warburton. Oh, Warburton losing the ball there, so they might be getting yet another opportunity. Barkley almost had that one. Arnell with a good header down to De Gea. And he gives it out to Savold. Arnell, Delo. Delo moving up with the ball. He runs and Barrow gets it away. It should be over any minute now, any second now, I should say. Delo, Rainman. Delo just putting it into the space, and it's over. And the reserve players, all those young lads. I mean, look at this. Taylor, Faulkner, Savold, Rashford, Paul Squirrels. There was a couple of good players like Rashford, Ericsson, Luke Shaw, Arnell, De Gea. So we didn't have just youth player, but But that's it. Now next game is the first leg of the Champions League game against Barcelona. And I guess I'll just see you there. And so we're here, time for the Champions League game, and as you probably can tell from my voice, something horrible has happened. Actually, 2 horrible things have happened. Let's go into medical center here, and current injuries. Look at this. Bruno Fernandes out for 9 days, which means he will be out for both the Champions League games against Barcelona. And this, David De Gea out for about 11 weeks. So he's out for the rest of the season. There's no way he's coming back this season. And yeah, it still looks like they will be out for the rest of the season as well. Both Jadon Sancho and Karim Adeyemi. So all of a sudden it looks like it's going to be very, very hard for us to beat Barcelona. I haven't given up. I still have some good players left, of course, but this really, really, really put a dent in my chances of beating Barcelona, I must say. Very disappointed. But I can't do anything about it. I'm just going to have to play with the players that and see what we can do, what that I have to my... So it's going to be Henderson in goal. And I don't really know, since Adam can't, well, he's not registered for the Champions League. So we're going to have to go with one of these 3 players here. I'm thinking, since both of them are grey here in current, we're going to have to go with Luis Martial Kelebona. Let's... Oh, not as number 2, of course. That's a bit stupid, as a reserve goalkeeper, of course. And right defender will be Lamptey. We're still going to have a good defense, I hope, here. De Ligt, Varane, and Alphonso Davies. Midfield, well, we do have the problem with the right midfielder. That is certainly something. Looking at Ross Barkley, Brad Faulkner is not allowed, but we do have Morgan Pearce that can play there. Then we have the defensive Jude Bellingham, and of course Bruno Fernandes away. So we're going to have to play with Christian Eriksen in that other situation. And on the left, we still have Kylian Mbappe. Up front, we have Benjamin Šeško and Erling Haaland. So a couple of really good players are still there. We still have a intact defense. We have Bellingham, Mbappe, Šeško and Haaland that are really good players. Eriksen can have played good, really good in some games and not so good in others, but we can hope he has a good game today. Morgan Pearce is this young lad that is a bit way off from being ready to play. I mean, look at the potential, he's very high, but the current ability is not. So he does have some way to go. And Henderson, I think he's played a couple of minutes this season, that's all. So he's going to be having some problems, that's for sure. So let's hope that the defense will take care of that. Now we're going to have Anel, of course, and then we want Diego Dalot. We want Seiwald on the bench. We want Garnacho. We want Rashford. And who else do we want in this team? Last one will be... I actually think we're going to go with Ross Barkley, not because he's good, but because he can play in so many positions that could be a good substitute as well. Now look at this. This is the team we're going to have to play with today, and this is going to be extremely tough for us. I don't know if we're going to be able to beat. We're going to face off against one of the best clubs in the world, Barcelona, with this team. And yes, we do have some good players, but Morgan Pearce, Christian Eriksen, Dean Henderson, they are bringing the team down, of course. Yeah, but still be putting a fairly good team together, I must say. I will not go hard in on tackles. Pump our fist, and let's go with the assistance recommendation. Holy smokes, this is going to be a tough one. And yeah, as Barcelona's De Jong and Depay, they have some really good players there. Alba as well. So here we go. Šeško kicks it off. De Ligt, Eriksen, Haaland, Davis, Varane, Eriksen, Memphis. Here comes Barcelona. Well, they shouldn't run over us. I hold them as favourites since we have some key players injured, but they shouldn't be running over us. We should still have a chance, of course. So we shouldn't give up, that's for sure. But of course, this is going to be a lot harder than it would have been with De Gea and Bruno Fernandes in the team as well. So, and Jadon Sancho and Karim Mariani. But we still have a chance. That is, of course, for sure. But yeah. Oh, good ball to Haaland. Oh, Haaland. Mbappe. Oh. Varane. Davies looking for Mbappe, gets the ball, gets not a good pass there. Mbappe hasn't really been that good. I mean, yeah, sure, he's been an okay player for us, but he hasn't been living up to the potential that he's supposed to have, that's for sure. Here's Lamptey to Morgan Pearce, to Šeško, to Lamptey, Bellingham, De Ligt, Varane, Eriksen, Varane, De Ligt, Bellingham, Lamptey, Pearce, Morgan Pearce here, Bellingham, Šeško, Bellingham, Lamptey, De Ligt. We are holding the ball quite well at the moment. Let's see if we can continue with that. Back to Varane, to Eriksen, to Haaland. Haaland tried to pass to Mbappe. Mbappe does get the ball eventually. Pass it to Šeško. 8 minutes. And yeah, we've been playing quite alright. But as I said, this is going to be so hard with all those top players injured. 4 players injured, and all of them are sort of first team choices, and that's hard for any team that loses out to 4 players that are first team choices. So yeah, there's nothing special with us. Yes, Mbappe gets the ball in, and Šeško is there, but Ter Stegen is there as well, saving that one. Come on, United. We want to beat out Barcelona here. So Haaland steals the ball, gets it to Šeško. Šeško, and Ter Stegen saves that one as well. That's not good for us. Come on, United. You know you can do it. We can beat Barcelona. I know it. Here they come, though. Frankie de Jong, Griezmann, Memphis Depay, De Jong, Single, De Jong, Memphis. Now they are controlling the ball. After a period where we were pretty good, now it's Barcelona controlling the play. Ansu Fati, and Varane is quick enough there. That's good. Haaland gets that ball. He gets it. Can he come free? No. He gets it back to Mbappe. Back to Haaland. To Šeško. 1-0 Manchester United. And it's Benjamin Šeško making it 1-0. But the Barcelona players are all ganging up on the judge or the referee, but it's awarded. The VAR has controlled it, and it's 1-0 for Manchester United. And it might be there, but he was not offside when he got that past Haaland. And so 1-0 up. Marvellous. So we still have a chance despite those 4 injuries. Those 4 crucial injuries. And yeah, it's going to be interesting in the next episode as well. It's Eriksen. Eriksen makes it 2-0! Christian Eriksen makes it 2-0 for Manchester United. And Barcelona is down. How nice isn't this? Almost dropped the ball there, but he got it back and he scores. Christian Eriksen. Glory, glory, Man United. We might be pulling off yet another extraordinary win here today. I'm very pleased with how my players have tackled the thing about getting both Bruno and De Gea, as well as we already had Sancho and Adeyemi on the injury list, and we have tackled it with utmost respect here, and we played very good today, and we hardly missed them. Here's Haaland through. Haaland, oh, you can't shoot straight at the goalkeeper in that situation. Oh well, Eriksen with the corner, and De Ligt gets it back in. Haaland, ooh, Ter Stegen with a really good save there. Unfortunately. But oh my, we are playing good today. And look at Morgan Pearce, he's actually 7.1. So he's been playing quite good today. So let's pump our fist and say that they're capable of even better. And they all look confident about that. So let's hope that we can go out and give Barcelona another good half here. And yeah, Lamptey, Pearce. Nothing comes to that. But a corner for United. Eriksen with the corner. Floats it in. Šeško's there, but he heads it over. Oh. And let's see. The attack has played really good. Both Haaland and Šeško. Here's Eriksen with a free kick. Straight into the wall. Here's Morgan Pearce. Gets it to De Ligt, gets it into Varane, and Varane, ooh, hits the bar. Holy smokes. Oh. Do you know what? I want to see if I can't do... Let's see this one, and let's see if we can't edit something here where we... not specific... Complete forward support. Is there nowhere where I can... It doesn't look moving to channels. Doesn't take more risk, shoot more often. No. I wanted him to change. Oh, where is that then? I know that it's supposed to be where I could, because I want swap positions with Benjamin Sesko so they can, and then Benjamin Sesko, yeah, they should be swapping position with each other from time to time. So because we always aim for one of the posts, the far posts, or should I say for the on the right side. On this side it will be here closest to us, and if they change... Oh, Sesko runs free, and Sesko puts it in, number 3. It's 3-0 Manchester United, and I was so afraid that we were going to lose this, and we are 3-0 up, and this is actually really good. I'm very pleased with these players. I don't know what to say. It's just wonderful things to happen here. And yeah, Sesko making it 3-0, making his second goal of this game. But Erling Haaland gets injured. Oh no. Don't say we're going to get Erling Haaland out for the rest of the season or something like that as well. Lower leg injury. Oh, that doesn't sound good. It actually sounds like a season-ending injury, and I can't believe the misfortune that we have right now with some really horrible injuries. Mbappe being injured as well. Garnacho has to come on in there. And yeah, we're really having problems here. We played very many games this season as well, of course, reaching as far as we can in every competition, especially if we manage to beat out Barcelona of the Champions League. We will have reached the final of every cup. We have, yeah, played the entire season of the league, and so on and so forth. There's been very many games for us this season, and yeah, I don't know what to say. Morgan Pearce extremely tired as well. I think we're going to take him out and put in Ross Barkley there. He can, that's what his strength is, Ross Barkley. He can play anywhere in the midfield, so... Oh, don't let them score here at the end of it. Here comes Memphis Depay. Oh, well, here's Frankie de Jong, but Henderson saves that one. And Henderson has been good in goal today, especially he has hardly played for all the 3 seasons that I've been here now, taking care of Manchester United. So that's, of course, extremely cool of him to be able to come into the team and perform like this done here. Here comes Sesko. Can Sesko score? No. Unfortunately not. Let's see what happens now. So incredibly irritating here. Here comes Barcelona. We don't want them to score here at the end of the game. Davies tries to get it away, but Jordi Alba comes back with the ball and he's blocked out by Dalot, I think it was, to a corner for Barcelona. This should be the last thing happening, and Rashford runs away with the ball. The game should be over now. Yes, it is. We win it 3-0. What a weird and wonderful way to end this episode. And of course, the worries about Erling Haaland. How long will he be out? Will it be a long injury, or will he be back in a couple of days? Maybe, hopefully he will be back before the replay game against Barcelona. Or we are going to have some problems in the attack, I guess. So this being the last game of the episode, we should go through a couple of things here. Yeah, let's see. And he's out for 3 weeks. Oh, smokes. That's not nice. And Mbappe is injured, but he's out for 1 to 2 days, so he's going to be back for the next. Look at the name of the players that are on my sick leave here. Jadon Sancho, Bruno Fernandes, David De Gea, Karim Adeyemi, and Erling Haaland, and Kylian Mbappe being in there as well. This is definitely not good. And yeah, Erling Haaland being out for up to 3 weeks, that means that we should be lucky if he's back to the FA Cup final, because the FA Cup final is in 24 days. 3 weeks is 21 days, and then he needs to get into shape as well. So he's going to be out for the Brentford game, surely. No, it doesn't say that. But he should be out for the 3 players, doubtful. But it does, yeah, Jadon and Erling Haaland, yes. The Tottenham game, we can see 3 players out and 3 is doubtful. But I think Barcelona replay, 3 players out injured. And those 3 are, of course, Sancho, De Gea, and Erling Haaland. Bruno Fernandes and Karim Adeyemi could be back, but they're doubtful. So, yeah, this is a catastrophe. We are going to struggle in that replay game against Barcelona. And some of the players won't be back in for this season at all. So, and now look at this, 42 million in a deficit here, which is not good, I must say. But yeah, we're going to keep on fighting. And let's see, other news here. Fitness concern on a lot of players. And Shesko was on form, so let's give him praise for that. And yeah, looking at this is, of course, not a good sight. This is horrible. Mbappe 1 to 2 days, that's okay. But Erling Haaland 3 weeks, 9 days on Bruno Fernandes, 11 weeks on De Gea, 4 weeks on Sancho, and 5 weeks on Adeyemi. I mean, we were on our way to making a tremendous season. We still have made a tremendous season. I'm extreme. Even if Barcelona turns this around and we go out in the semi-final here, I should still be very pleased with what my lads have done this season, how we've been able to tackle this entire season in such a great spirit. But of course, we would like to. We are so close to a dream goal of winning every competition in a season. That, as I said, I've never done that before. Not even when I've been cheating. And now playing this without cheating and just being so close already after 3 seasons. I've played when I first, in the 90s, early 90s, 92, 93, I've said this before, but I've actually played 33 seasons with Manchester United, and I think I managed to win the Champions League 3 times, and I think I didn't win the FA Cup very many times. I didn't win a lot of League Cups. I did win the league 30 of those 33 years and came in second on the other 3 seasons. But yeah, I've never been able to win everything, every single competition in a season. It would have been, or would be, the first. Still not out. I've still got a good chance, of course, since we did win 3-0 here. We have postponed that we might get a couple of players back and we might be able to keep the numbers down. We still have a good defense. Henderson showed himself to be pretty good today, and so maybe he could make another good game against Barcelona away as well. And as I said, as long as we have those 4 defenders fit and ready to go, we will still have a good defense. So yeah, I still think after this 3-0, I still think we have a good chance of reaching the Champions League final as well. And then Liverpool, that's far away. So we have the opportunity and the chance to even get every single player except for De Gea back for that game. And if we reach the final of the Champions League, I think that will come after the FA Cup final. So yeah, we still have a chance, but we really can't afford any more injuries now. We need to keep the rest of the squad free from injuries, because this is really taking a toll on us. Erling Haaland will be hard to replace in that next game, especially against Barcelona, that's for sure. But hopefully we can do it. So yeah, but it's been a wonderful season, I must say. An incredible season. I never in my wildest dream believed that we were going to come this far, this quick. Quite honestly, I was hoping that we one day, but I thought that was perhaps 10 seasons into the future before we could become this good of a team. But yeah, we've done really good here, and I'm very, very pleased with what we've done here. You can see that the League Cup final, we were close to losing that. We won it on penalties, which was very lucky. So yeah, but let's see what we have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games, which means that if we go out of the Champions League against Barcelona, there will be 3 games and 2 episodes, and the season will be over. If we reach the final, I must say I will save that for this last episode. I will play 4 games. I will play the Arsenal, Brentford, Liverpool, and the Champions League final if we reach that in the last episode, which I hope we will. We have put ourselves in a good situation here with 3-0 up, but can we manage without all of these players? Sancho, De Gea, Haaland, Bruno, Adeyemi. It is a question worth asking oneself. So, but yeah, not much more to say about that. I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I have a lot. So do like, subscribe, and all that nice stuff. Stay safe out there and have heaps of fun. And I'll just end with bye 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 bye.